The fantasy hockey event is back. That's right, we've got brand new fantasy hockey cards that can potentially get to 99. A new free 94 overall flashback card that we can get for free. But let's jump into those fantasy hockey cards. In an effort to make sure we spend all of our resources before team of the season comes out, we've got 6 new fantasy hockey cards that start at 94 overall, and we can actually make them. Let's take a look at those new fantasy hockey cards, and you will notice that they start out with good endurance, which absolutely slams all of the original fantasy hockey cards, but nonetheless. We've got the 94 Frank Vetrano, 5'11", 197. He does come with speed boost, as well as sniper and two-way forward. Gold shrug it off, tape-to-tape, close quarters, and unstoppable force. So obviously, skating is going to be the thing that we focus in on first, because we're at the late stages of the game. And obviously, the faster they are, the less goals they actually need to get high-end skating. Now, Frank Vetrano's size does make him a little bit less interesting. He had such a good start to the season. The other thing I would note is that it's been 8 games since he scored at the time of this release. He's probably due for one soon. Next, we've got the 94 Owen Tippett from the Philadelphia Flyers with two-way and sniper forward, as well as agile, dangler, shooting, and playmaking boost. He's got gold naked snappy, big tipper, close quarters, and puck on a string. Also very good skating. At 93 speed, excel, and 96 agile, 97 balance, and 90 endurance. His shot is basically maxed as well. 93 body checking. Even if he doesn't score another goal, this card is half decent. And again, any of these cards that we're going to talk about, they just need 5 goals in the remaining 12 to 14 games of their season. Next, we've got the 94 Boone Jenner, 6'2", 203, with speed boost, getting him to 92 speed. He's also got power and two-way forward. Honestly, probably the worst in terms of attributes. Really fun abilities, though. Gold Total Eclipse, I've talked about all season long. Big Tipper, Born Leader, and Quick Draw. He's got to hit 99 to be useful, though, in terms of the cost, because his attributes are really low, and he's also kind of sketchy when it comes to scoring, so it's a pretty big risk. However, if it pays off, you've got a really, really fun card. Next up, the 94 Valor Nishushkin, 6'4", 210, sniper and power forward, as well as speed boost, agile dangler, and shooting boost. Again, giving someone at 6'4", 210 with speed boost, that gets him up to 94, 92 acceleration, 95 balance and agility, very high rated shot, as well as deking, body checking, defense, all of it. Gold unstoppable force and edges, as well as no contest to make it snappy. This is a fantastic card. He has also been on an absolute heater. Now, Colorado has 14 games left in the regular season. Definitely doable for Nishushkin to get to 99. Brendan Hagel of the Tampa Bay Lightning, 6'2", 179 with sniper and playmaking forward, as well as playmaking, shooting, and defensive boost. Gold elite edges, no contest, ankle breaker, as well as schnipe. 93 speed and excel, 98 agility. Almost a max shot, max hand stats. A little bit weaker in terms of the body checking, and obviously not a centerman, but still a strong option here with Brendan Hagel. The Tampa Bay Lightning, they've actually got 15 games remaining. And then lastly, the 94 Pavel Buchnevich with sniper and playmaking forward, as well as agile, shooting, and playmaking boost. Gold, big rig, silver beauty backhand, schnipe, and puck on a string. A pretty brutal mix of abilities. 92 speed, 94 acceleration, good agility at 97, a max shot, max hand stats, 88 on the body checking, and again, a pure left-handed winger. The Blues have 14 games remaining at the time of this launch, but he's one of their best players, gets every opportunity to score, so he's probably a safer bet to get up into the high 90s. Now let's take a look at the sets, and for everyone that purchased maybe a bunch of Corey Perry's, or maybe you've got Tomas Hertl and a few other fantasy cards that just haven't panned out, you're in luck. There is a fantasy hockey reroll set. You trade in 3 players and you will get a random 94 overall fantasy hockey player from this release. However, I've only got Tomas Hertl, and I'll be honest with you, getting 2 more at this point now is going to be very expensive, so I'm probably not going to be able to do this set. But for anyone that has 3, let's say you have Chris Letang, maybe Johnny Gaudreau, Corey Perry, 100% I would do this 94 overall trade-in set. Very nice that they added this. I just wish they would have done it sooner. The next set we've got is the 94 overall random fantasy hockey player. This will require 28 collectibles, and collectibles are going for about 15,000 per. So you're looking at about 420,000 coins in value to do this trade-in set. Now you've got to remember that Team of the Season is coming, and you're probably looking at around the same cost to make a Team of the Season, which is guaranteed to 99. These cards are not guaranteed to 99. You are taking a risk. And honestly, because Buchnevich has such brutal abilities, and Vetrano is really not all that great of a card, even if he gets to 99, there's too much risk, in my opinion, to do the random one. That being said, you can pay 4 more collectibles, and for 480,000 coins in value, make whatever one you want, like this Valor Nishushkin. Remember, guys, they are doing this with the thought process that you've got got cards saved up for Team of the Season, and maybe they really want to boost content. It's not like this is a bad release of content. This is actually great. I wish we would have seen this more. I will do a ranking video potentially, breaking down all of these cards in depth, but right off the rip, Nishushkin would be the one if I was going to make one of them, just because of how impactful he is on the team, the fact that he's on a heater, and there's a real good shot he hits 99. Our newest flashback card is the 94 Steve Yzerman, all the way back from NHL 20. I remember this event because it was the launch event of the game, and it had one of my favorite Master Set players of all time, the classic Rasmus Dahlin. However, again, this is one of the cards that we can earn via collectibles that are earned entirely through live moments, and I'll show you those in just a little bit. Steve Yzerman's 5'10", 185 with sniper and playmaking forward, as well as defensive checking and agile dangler boost. He's got off the rush, obviously, as well as elite edges, quick draw, and born leader. He is a good card, and he's free, so I'm never going to complain about that. However, definitely one that could use a little bit of a boost in terms of at least skating, because he is smaller, obviously, as we get to the end stages of the game. EA hasn't addressed the fact that all the ogres that end up with 99 speed basically make cards like this useless, but he's got 95 speed and excel, 94 agility, 95 balance, max shooting, great hand stats, low body checking, and almost a max face-off rating. And with defensive boost, you can get that up to 99 and use quick draw. There is a ton of better right-handed wingers or centerman cards you can go with, but this is free, so for a lot of the player base, this is going to be worth actually making. Now, acquiring this card, all you've got to do is go to the Flashback Classic NHL Moments, and you will see the 5 moments listed here. However, you've noticed it is capped on All-Star. There is no Superstar moments, which is a nice change. Again, remember that you don't have to complete all 3 objectives in one try. You can do one, finish the moment, start it again, do the next one, finish the moment, and then start it again, do the third one, and finish the moment, and it will complete all 3 stars. Completing all of these flashback moments will net you the collectibles needed to get the free 94 overall flashback Yzerman. Again, if you can't complete some of the moments, you can always just trade in some of your cards to get the remaining collectibles. I wouldn't recommend it. It is a lot easier because there is no superstar moment, so just something I'd recommend. The last card I want to highlight is the 93 Easton Cowan. All the Leafs fans out there, you finally get an Easton Cowan card for the insane streak that he had in the OHL. I always love shouting out the OHL players as well. However, I absolutely hate London, but still, it's fun seeing these guys get recognized. He's got sniper and playmaking forward, as well as agile dangler, shooting, and playmaking boost. 96 speed, acceleration, and agility, 95 balance, unstoppable force, edges, make it snappy, and shrug it off. So if you are a fan of Easton Cowan, this is actually a pretty useful card for you, and he even can play center with 90 faceoff. Also, want to mention the objective path for the fantasy hockey event. Now, these are extremely difficult in my opinion, but it can save you a ton of coins if you are trying to make one of the fantasy hockey cards. By completing this entire set, you can get 16 fantasy hockey collectibles, or about 240,000 coins in value. That is great savings. However, you've got to score 20 deflection goals with NHL 94 anniversary player items. I love tipping home the big ones, but that is still kind of difficult to set up. Hip checks are pretty easy with total controls. You've got to score rebound goals as well. Toe drag shots, one-timer goals. Ugh. So it is very difficult, and you've only got a week to do it. The last thing I do want to mention about these sets, because you only have 1 week to do them, they will not be here after that week is up. If you are going to make one, wait until the absolute last minute or the last day, because one of these players, probably multiple, will pop off for like 3 goals in the next week, and there's a real high chance that one of them will hit 99 before this week is up. So make sure, if you are going to make one, hold on until the end of the week before you make your decision, unless you are a fan of that player or team. Pretty crazy release today. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.